devices and circuits. Today we are going to study the next electronic device, that is FET, field effect transistor. So FET, that is field effect transistor. First of all, we'll see why it is called as field effect. So what happens? The current flow in this device, this current flow is controlled by an electric field set by an externally applied voltage. So the current which is flowing in this device, this current is controlled by an electric field set by an external voltage. Means when we apply the external voltage, due to that the electric field is set, and due to that electric field the current is flowing in this device. That's why this device is called as field effect transistor. This field effect transistor is developed in the year 1960s. Now, like our BJT, this FET, it is also a 3-terminal device. Now what are the 3 different terminals available in this FET? So that 3 terminals are called as gate, drain and source. So this 3-terminal device, it is used for a variety of applications similar to BJT. So for variety of applications similar to BJT, this JFET can be used. Now we'll see in short the difference between the BJT and FET. So as we know, BJT is a 3-terminal device: base, emitter and collector. This FET is also a 3-terminal device: gate, drain and source. But this BJT is called as it is current controlled device. BJT is current controlled device, while FET, it is voltage controlled device. Okay, so here what happens? The input current IB, that is responsible for flow of output current IC. We all know that IC is equal to beta times IB. That means due to the flow of input current IB, the output current IC changes. That's why it is called as a current controlled device. While FET, it is a voltage controlled device, means the voltage applied between this gate terminal and this source terminal, that voltage is VGS, and due to this VGS voltage the current flows through this device, that is ID. Here the total current IE is given as IB plus IC, while in this case the input current IG is always equal to 0 and drain current is always equal to source current. Now this BJT, it is bipolar device, while the JFET, it is unipolar device. So what do you mean by bipolar? Bipolar means here electrons and holes both are responsible for flow of the current, while here only either electrons or holes are responsible for flow of current. Okay, so this is bipolar and this is unipolar device. Here the input impedance is very large compared to JFET. It is up to 1 mega ohm to several mega ohm, while the input impedance is less compared to JFET. Okay, then FET, it is more temperature stable than BJT. BJT is less temperature, or BJT is less stable for the temperature compared to the FET. So these are the difference points between BJT and FET. BJT is bipolar junction transistor, FET is field effect transistor. Now we will see the advantages related to FET. So since FET is unipolar device, its operation depends on flow of majority carriers. So operation depends on flow of majority carriers. Its input impedance is very high. Then this JFET is less noisy, and it is also having better thermal stability. So these are the advantages. Disadvantage, there is one disadvantage, that it is having small gain bandwidth product. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of FET. So as we have seen, FET is having three terminals, that are gate, drain and source. So the voltage applied between this gate and source, that is VGS, this is responsible for flow of current ID. That means this FET is a voltage controlled device. Now we can take the analogy of water tap. How is our water tap? This is our water tap. What happens? The water comes from this, and with this what we are doing? We are controlling the flow of water, and here the water goes out of this tap, and here is the drain which collects all the water. So this is called as source, this is the gate, and this is nothing but the drain. So when we change the position of this gate, what happens? The flow of water is going to change, and that flow of water is collected by the drain. In similar way, our FET works. What happens? With the help of this VGS, we are going to change the flow of majority carriers towards the drain terminal. Okay, and by this way the ID current is controlled. Now we'll see classification of FET. So FET stands for field effect transistors. So these field effect transistors are classified into two types. One are JFET and another are MOSFET. So JFET stands for junction field effect transistor. So junction FET, And this MOSFET, it stands for metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. Metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. And this JFET again further classified as N channel and P channel. And this MOSFET, it is classified as D MOSFET and E MOSFET. D MOSFET is depletion MOSFET and E MOSFET is enhancement MOSFET. So this is the classification of FET. Now we are going to study the construction of JFET. So construction of JFET. We'll study N channel JFET construction. So for this N channel JFET construction, a semiconductor bar of N type of material is taken. So this is N type of semiconductor bar, and on both the sides of this semiconductor bar the ohmic contacts are connected like this, and the two terminals are taken out. This terminal is called as drain terminal D, and it is called as source terminal S. So after this, on both sides of this N type of semiconductor bar, the heavily doped P regions are created with the help of diffusion process. So here P type of regions are created on both the sides of this N type of semiconductor bar, and these two P regions are connected together. Here the ohmic contact is also provided to this, and these two P regions are connected together, and the terminal is taken out, that is called as gate terminal G. Now here this N type of material, this is generally lightly doped material, while this P type of, this is the heavily doped. So N region is lightly doped while this P region is heavily doped. And now all of you know, then here what happens, a PN junction is created, and when a PN junction is created, along with that PN junction a depletion region also gets created. So here what happens, here a depletion region is created. So a depletion region is created. Here what happens, between this drain and this source we are going to apply the voltage VDS, and that voltage VDS is responsible for flow of the current, and here the current will flow through this N type of material, and that's why this region through which the electrons will flow or the majority carriers will flow, that region is called as channel. So since this is N type of material, this channel is called as N channel. So by this way this JFET is constructed. Now we'll see the symbol for N-channel JFET. The symbol for N-channel JFET is like this. This is gate, this is drain, and this is source terminal. Now here what happens, this is slightly heavy line, and this heavy line indicates the channel, and generally for N channel the arrow is inward, and for P channel the direction of arrow is outward. So generally what we have to do, we have to represent the arrow from P material to N material, here like this, P to N, that means it is inwards. In case of, this is for N channel, for P channel what happens, the construction of P channel is similar like our N channel, only difference is that instead of N type of material, first of all a P type of material is taken, and on both the sides the two N type of regions are created by diffusion process. Then the metallic contacts are connected to both the ends, here it is drain, here it is source, and these two terminals are joined together to form the gate terminal, and here the channel is P channel. So here it is P channel JFET, and the symbol of P channel JFET is similar like this, only the difference is in the arrow direction. So this is gate terminal, this heavy line it will indicates the channel, and direction of arrow is outside, this is drain, and this is source. So this is about the construction of JFET N channel and P channel, and these are the symbols for N channel and P channel. Now we will study the voltage polarities and current direction. First of all, here we will see the N channel JFET, drain, source and gate. So between this gate and source terminal the voltage is applied, that voltage is called as, between this gate and source, it is VGS, and generally the VGS is negative, means negative terminal of battery is at gate and positive terminal of battery is at source. So this is the polarity of VGS voltage, while when we apply the VDS voltage, this is the voltage applied between drain and source. So the polarity of this VDS voltage is positive towards drain and negative towards source. Now the current, as we have seen, the IG current is 0. In this case the current is flowing through this drain terminal is called as ID, and current through source terminal is called as IS, and here the ID is equals to IS. So these are the voltage polarities and direction of current for N channel FET. Now here it is N channel FET. Now P channel. Now this is our P channel JFET. The voltage applied between gate and source, that is VGS voltage. Now the polarity is positive at gate and negative at source terminal. Similarly, VDS is applied, which is positive drain terminal, and the ID current will flow in this direction, IS current will flow in this direction, and IG current is equals to 0. So in this video lecture we have studied basically the difference between BJT, JFET. Then we have also studied the classification of JFET. We have seen the construction of N channel and P channel JFET, and then we have seen the voltage polarities and current directions in N and P channel FET. Thank you for watching the video.